Morning YouTube, Mike here. Just want to update you guys. Storm has passed. We're all good down here in Florida. Hopefully for the people up there in the Carolinas and stuff, hopefully you guys stay safe. It's not bad for you guys as well. Today is Thursday. I didn't work on Tuesday, so it kind of pushed me a day back. I got about 8 jobs today I have to do. Some mix of COD. There's only like 3 COD and the rest is warranty work. Not bad. It is what it is. Yeah, so I'm just playing catch up. I have work all the way till Saturday, and then I already have jobs set up for next week. So very still good. We all here. I actually have a COD job today for GE induction stove. She told me it has a FA63 error, so that's usually to the induction board, but we'll check. I have to check the line. She said a power surge happened, so you know how that goes. Anytime after a storm, expect, especially if there's power surges, expect to get some work in. Anyway, what I was gonna say today, or talk about today, sorry, was technical support and making sure you have that, or have some kind of access to it, even if you have to pay for it. Because even techs that have been in it as long as I have, you know, we still seek out information. I mean, I can't tell you how I want to say 50% of what I have to think about, you know, daily, or me running my business. The rest of it is, you know, actually running the business side of it, but making sure I keep up, because you'll have times when you might run into something that's tough, and it'll get you down. And it's like, you don't need to have that negative energy or the negative mindset that, okay, you know, just be positive. It's going to happen to you. You're going to run into something where you don't know what it is, and it's going to stump you, but you'll figure it out. Trust me. I mean, if you want to do this, you're going to want to figure it out and want to get it right, fix it for the customer, and that's just knowledge gained, pretty much. I've ran into a couple things, and I want to say older stuff. Newer stuff, a lot easier to work on than the older stuff, because a lot of times, you know, you can put in diagnostic mode, pull the code, and get the code. Some older stuff, meaning like early 2000 and post 2000, I mean pre-2000, late 90s and stuff like that, they and if they have electronics in it, don't have the book for it or any you have to trace wires and try to find a wiring diagram. Or hopefully, a lot of older stuff, I tend to see sometimes you'll find the documentation if it hasn't been, you know, worked on, or I'll have a sticker with the wiring diagram on it where you can, you know what's going on. I still, to this day, I like to tell everybody, I try to keep up with my technical abilities. I watch new videos. I still watch videos on using voltmeters sometimes, just because I don't know. I just keep, you know, if something I didn't miss or something, because, you know, like I said, I got taught from a company, so I didn't think about, okay, back then going on YouTube, or, well, back then YouTube wasn't really how it is right now. It was kind of new, but I kind of started 2007-ish, around that time, 2007, but really got in, you know, focused the end of 2007 to 2008 is when I really focused on getting into this business, and stuck with it ever since. And it's really different nowadays than it was back then, as far as the shift of what you see in people's homes to what you saw back then. So it was kind of like, okay, the transition from the newer stuff coming now, I had to make that transition. And, you know, I remember when I saw my first Samsung fridge, and wow, this is like I said, 2008, 2009, and I was just thinking back then, I'm like, you know, I'm not gonna see much of these. And now it's like, I see Samsung fridges almost every other day sometimes, or every 2 days. But every week I see Samsung fridges, every single week. You know, I see Samsung appliances every single week. So that just goes to show how, you know, things have changed. Like I said, I didn't barely see any appliance, just a fridge. They were started with fridges, and then now you see everything. So you got to keep up. You definitely have to keep up. And the older you get in this trade, the more you have to be willing to change and keep up. Because if you're stuck in your ways, you'll just be stuck on what you think you know, and that's not what it is. I mean, I'm the same way. There's been plenty of times I'll go to a house and, okay, dryer's not heating. It's either this, or this. And there was a time when, you know, it's either heating elements, sensors, control board, whatever. But there was one time when it was the motor. So I had to make sure I traced, because when it comes to the certain, and what was it? Was it a Samsung? It might have been a Samsung. And one part of the 220, 110 was 120 was coming in from you know, the side of the control board. The other one goes through the motor. So I had to trace the motor, you know, make sure that wasn't getting any power, so I had to replace the motor. Just because it wasn't heating. Now, the motor was still running. You turn it on to turn, but just no heat. No heat. You check everything. Everything from the control board is good. The motor. Rare occurrence. It hasn't happened to me. It's happened to me less than one hand. So I know how many times it's happened to me. But that's what I'm trying to say, is like things like that, if you haven't been through it, you're not going to think that. You're not going to think it's the motor unless you've, you know, really get into it, really know. That's like the last thing you might check, you know, especially on the newer things now. And it didn't give me a code or anything for anything. So I just had to figure it out. And it took me longer. I had to take everything apart, trace wires. I actually had to plug it in with it apart so I can test to see, you know, where is it getting power and blah, blah, blah. So, you know, I just want to stress that it's not, you know, getting started in the business, getting to work. That's all the easy part to me. That's the easy part. At least getting with warranty companies, not getting to work like as far as COD. You got to do the groundwork for that. But just, you know, having them send you jobs, and I'm like, okay. Now, especially with home warranties, you're gonna see a range of a lot of older and newer things, which is good. You get your experience up. But if you're gonna get warranties that are with newer stuff, that's why I said it's good to do both, because you get when I was working with the company, we did home warranty and we did retail. So I was seeing new stuff, and I was just like, okay, I see the difference from the newer stuff to the older stuff, and what they did with this. You know, it's a good comparison. Some people, when they only do a certain thing, they only see a certain amount of appliances, and then when you get into the new stuff, you might not know, but as long as you have the mindset to get the knowledge, then you'll be fine. That's just the main thing I want to tell people. I'm like, that's how I am. I'm like, I don't know everything, but once I know, I can get the knowledge to get it done. So I want to thank everybody who's new, all the new subscribers, all the people coming over from Appliance Bootcamp. Appreciate that too. Yeah, man. That's just how much I'm trying to advocate, you know, this trade, you know, you just gotta show love to everybody. It's not a lot of people talking about appliance repair and getting into it, and there's a lot of people who get into it and then quit. You know, I've met a couple guys that I've seen around, and then I'll go back, you know, to my parts store, and I'm like, man, they haven't been here in a while, or, you know, they don't come anymore. So I'm like, well, some people start and then they quit because they can't hang in there. And I guess for me, working for a company, seeing what my boss has done and my old boss has done and all that, and I'm like, well, there's no way this skill that I have that I can't use it in life. You know, I never thought about anything else that I wanted to do, because this is always what I wanted to do. Once I got into this trade, it was like I loved fixing it. All right, so we're going to, sorry guys, I'm just pulling up to my first job. This is the washer. It's not coming on. It's a GE. All right, so pretty much before I go into a house, okay, I'm more, and that's the thing, you have to decide what you want to do. I'm kind of old school, I guess, like I said, from me working for a company, but I still have my invoices made. Sorry if you can't hear me. I have my invoices made pretty much, so I don't if I can find any that, okay, yeah, I got some left in here. Usually sometimes I'll order a pack of 200, but here's my invoices that I got. I actually made them myself and then sent it to a company, and they printed them. So carbon copy, so I do give the customer a copy, and that's pretty much how that goes. So a lot of people are digital nowadays. They don't actually give paper anymore, which is, you know, whatever you want to do. There's no right or wrong way. But just me personally, that's just how I like it. I can keep track of things a little better for me, but you know. Another thing too, you know, I'm pretty sure you already guys know about the business cards, magnets and stuff like that. You got to have all that in line. This job, there is a copay, so you will get that, and which is a good thing because it's good to have your money up front. So you're at least every day you're doing jobs, you're picking up some revenue, you're getting some money. So by the time 30 days come, you have money and you're getting the rest of it. So it's good to get with warranty companies like that. Some warranty companies don't have deductibles, and when they don't, you have to just wait for your money, put out money for the parts. But let's just say the job here, I'm getting a deductible and the part is more than what the deductible is, then, you know, there's nothing you can do about that. So still, you have to put money up to get the parts, because the majority of these warranty companies will want you to get the parts. Some of them do send, but most of them don't. Like I said, I'm reiterating, it's all on what you have to what you looking for. So all right, ready to go. So I usually fill out more of the paperwork, sometimes I don't. So, but yeah, take my clipboard and my backpack, and then we'll get today going. I wanted to check in with you guys real quick, trying to just make sure you know how it goes out here. But yeah, sunny day, so not bad at all. Alright, so let me get my bag. So here's my bag. I don't know if you guys, I think I showed you this bag already. This is my older bag, my DeWalt bag. Pretty heavy right now, but I need to minimize how much I put in it. And all right, so that's it. You guys take care. I'll check in later next week, something like that. Who knows?